Okay, guys, welcome back. You're here with Nat and Lay. What's up, Lay?
What's up, Nat?
Okay, we got, I think, like a kind of fun episode today that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about dating. And I think we're going to talk about all aspects of dating, like dating in today's day and age. More specifically, like dating as a successful entrepreneur or professional. And I want to touch on dating in your league.
You should be like a professional at this.
Thanks. I don't even know how to take that right now. For some of you who don't know, I've been single for like 6 years, and we still trying to look for my man.
Yeah, we are actively.
Yeah, if you're single and you think you'd be a good match with me, send in your resume. Kidding.
DM me so I can vet them.
Yeah, DM her, not me.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about dating in general first, and then we can kind of get into some specifics.
Okay.
So, I think dating right now is like a totally different ball game than what it used to be. And I can only speak from experience. I didn't think I would ever be single at this age.
Yeah.
And I definitely didn't think that I would be dating again. I
Right.
thought I kind of had found my forever person and things just didn't work out, as you know. So it's interesting, I think in my experience that men have become a little bit more passive. So I don't think that they're doing a lot of the approaching and they're not taking like the first stance and being assertive. I definitely see like myself and other women kind of making the first move a lot of the time.
Okay.
I'm not sure where that comes from. But I don't know if it's a rejection thing, or I don't know if guys just know that maybe women are more forward these days and they are taking a bit more of a backseat. Because like
Is
men
it
were
like a
more
generational
forward.
thing? Do you think?
You might be right.
Yeah. Because what do I know about it? I've literally
Right.
I've been with my husband for 14 years, so
Right.
who knows? But I feel like I have a few single friends and they all say the same thing, that dating right now sucks. Sucks. In your 30s and almost 40s, it is just
It's a different time.
Yeah.
So I don't know where it comes from, but definitely I've had to be more assertive. I have asked out a guy before. For the first time ever though, I had to ask out a guy in my 30s.
Yeah.
And I am the kind of person that will make the first move. If I see someone out and about, I will approach.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm great at starting conversation and making conversation. Why you laugh? Why do you think you're gonna laugh?
No, I'm just thinking.
Oh, okay. Hopefully good things. But I definitely think dating's different. I also think we live in a very social world. So we live through and behind our phones.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of people are more ballsy through their phone.
Yeah.
They would make a pass, make a comment, and make a move over their phone, through their phone, but I don't think they would do it in person per se.
No, I agree. And I think actually being a generation that grew up with our phones kind of a little bit later than the generation after us.
Yeah.
I think that we're seeing that people are a lot less confident
Yeah.
In person than they are behind their phone.
Agreed.
And they're completely different people in person
100%.
than behind their phone.
Agree.
So I think because we have our phones just as a generation and we rely on them so often, that we're not the social beings that we used to be.
No, I totally agree. And it's funny you bring that up too about people being different, because there's a particular person I'm thinking of right now in my head where his online persona is very different than his personality in person, in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was interesting for me to see. I mean, I thought it was evident from the get-go.
Yeah.
But then there was a point where I was like, which one is he? Is he that guy online, or is he this guy that I know? Oh. He made it clear though, and I know it's evident now which one he is.
Yeah.
I try to be as transparent as possible. What you see online is hopefully what you see in person. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I think there is slightly maybe a difference to me in person too, though.
But even just texting, you're the exact same.
I am?
And me, I am not.
No.
Not. I'm so different.
You're colder in text.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
So warm.
Yeah.
In person.
Yeah. So I can see how just even between you and I,
right,
that each person is so different, and it could be to a different level.
Right. Yeah.
But I think you're the same.
Okay, that's good. I mean, I tried online dating for 3 weeks. I didn't last, and I only did it because all of my friends, after the last guy I broke up with, who I ran into yesterday,
So juicy.
They all said, like, you've never done it before, you can't say things about it if you've not tried it. So, like, that was fine, I tried it. Online dating was not for me. It's just, I'm really social. I'm the kind of girl that, like, I'm going to meet you at a coffee shop. I'm going to meet you in the grocery store. I'm going to talk to you and approach you. I want to see your swag. I want to see, like, your interpersonal skills, how you walk
Well, it's first impressions,
It's
right?
first impression, right? Yeah. And, like, catch someone's eyes.
Yeah.
I'm kind of old school that way, that I still think I'm going to meet that person out and about.
Love at first sight, basically.
Yeah, kind of.
And you little hopeless romantic.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
down.
that that's, like, realistic now.
No, but, like, online dating I don't think is for me either, because I also think I'm so different than the way that I present. At least I think I like, to be a fly on the wall and look at me, I don't know what people would perceive, but knowing who I am, I feel like I'm so different than how I look. Like, people just see a blonde.
Yeah.
And I was approached, in my opinion, online very disrespectfully. I think all guys just want to fuck online.
Yeah, I think that's true.
And that was my experience, and that's the way they came at me. And it's like, my profile, I felt like, was very intentional, and I took the time to make sure that it represented me. There were full body photos, but, like, of a wedding in, like, a nice, evening dress. There was nothing inappropriate. I put a gym selfie. All the other pictures were, like, headshots up, like a work shot. And I said on there that I was an intellect. Like, I, like, full out said everything. There was nothing in there that was sleazy.
Yeah.
And guys still came at me the wrong way.
Well, it's because you're attractive.
I'm average. But I think it's just guys see, like, a blonde.
No, I know. No, yeah. I think that, and I don't think it's just men, but, like, I think a lot of people just, it's kind of our generation, too, of having instant gratification. And people don't like to take time and to do... Well, the instant gratification is getting laid, basically.
Okay, you just took the words out of my mouth, though.
Yeah.
We live in a hookup culture, though, too.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like, nobody wants to court and date you and get to know you and talk to you.
And that's,
People just want to hook up.
And the apps are, like, it makes it so easy, from what I've heard, is that it makes it so easy to just connect with someone. And then you're kind of robbing yourself of that chance of a first impression. Because when you're connecting with someone online and you're just taking it for face value and reading, a few things that they've said, you're kind of making up a first impression in your mind.
Totally.
So it's not a real first impression, because it's kind of like reading a book.
You're fabricating
You're taking a character and perceiving it the way that they want you to perceive but you're also making it up in your own head. Completely.
I totally agree. And the thing, too, I will say, is that I've only had 3 boyfriends in my entire life. 1 in high school, all through high school. Then I had 1 for 15 years. And then I dated 1 guy for just under a year. And had I met these guys online, I would not have given any of them a shot.
Yeah.
Because you get so specific on what you want: height, race, ethnicity, like everything, kids,
it's like your
smoking,
online shopping.
Totally. And you narrow your bucket down so much.
Yeah.
And it's like, I met all these guys, and all of them were charming in their own way and own right in person, that I overlooked things I didn't like about them.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do that online.
And it kind of, like, begs the question: how many did you not swipe on, or I don't know,
that I missed out on,
that you would have missed out on? Could have been your soulmate.
100%. I'm so aware of that, and I'm sure I did. And, like, some people, like, I think I'm better in person than in photos. I don't know how you feel, but I feel like I'm charming in person, and I feel like I'm better looking in person. So I wonder also how many guys I paid no attention to and didn't swipe on, just based on how they looked in their photo, and maybe they would have been better in person.
Well, there's too much for you to judge on those profiles. So you're looking at it and you're like, no, but maybe they,
maybe they don't know their angles.
Well, but yeah, there's also that, but maybe they just don't really care, which is probably the best thing that you could look for.
Yeah.
Is someone that really doesn't care that much, right?
Yes.
So I don't know.
Yeah, so dating in general, I think, is just different, whether it's like the online stuff, in person. When it comes to dating too, I think, in my experience, There's also like two types of people. So I'm like the turtle speed.
Okay.
I move slow. I'm analytical. I think things through. I don't want to rush. I also don't give like zero fucks about titles.
Yeah.
What we are, what we're doing. When am I meeting your friends? Do your friends know about me? Am I meeting your family? Like,
yeah, you're not like a psycho.
There's no pressure because that stuff doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Truthfully,
yeah.
I know a lot of females push for it.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually dated a guy very casually. He pushed for it more than me, and I thought it was weird, and it was a big turnoff for me. So like role reversal, I can see how guys are with women because I was just like, what is wrong with you? Like, I'm seeing you. We're going on dates. Everything's fine. Why are you so hung up on this status?
It's almost like a possessive thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's just say that didn't go on very long. I had to end that one very quickly. He liked me a lot more than I liked him, and I wanted to be fair on that one.
You know what's also funny though? I find that, okay, like the last time, this was like 15 years ago, but I liked a guy in high school, and I thought he liked me, but he didn't like me. And then when I found out he didn't like me, I was like, you're dead to me. Like there's zero feelings now there. And then he, like, if he were to come back and be like, oh, I actually like want to pursue things, I'd be like, oh, absolutely not. If you're not like totally in love with me already.
You know, so you bring up a valid point here. So I typically like to be chased.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I do.
What makes you feel good?
I'm not a chaser, but I have no problem going for what I want. Like, I am forward. I can be aggressive. I will approach you. I will compliment you. I will say exactly what's on my mind. You will always know if I like you.
Yeah.
But not all men in this generation are willing to like chase.
No. You know what I think also, and this might be controversial, I think that men are a little bit afraid of the whole feminist movement.
Oh, that's a valid point.
So I think that, which kind of bothers me because like all females wanted was equality.
Right.
Okay. This isn't women are better than men.
No.
This is we just want to be equal.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of that, and I'm not a crazy feminist.
No,
I love like chivalry.
Yeah.
I love, you know, like a classic romance and roles. I do really like
Me
that.
too.
Which a lot of women now like completely are not.
But can I just like totally interrupt you?
Yeah.
The most successful relationships, and this is coming from two self-employed entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
is when you check that at the door. Like, in my home, under my roof,
Yeah.
I want my man to be my man. He can be the man of the house.
Exactly.
I want to be the woman role.
Yep.
And I want to be able to have so much respect for my man that I can be submissive to him and let him make all the decisions, because I make enough decisions every day in my damn business.
Exactly. So I think the whole feminist movement that has gone on in the last 10 years, 7 to 10 years, I think that's scared a lot of people.
I think you're right.
And I think it's kind of broken them down a little bit.
Because even men don't want to compliment women anymore.
They don't want to compliment women. They don't want to say anything. They walk on, I think a lot of them walk on eggshells. And yeah, that's what I think, at least.
No, that's a very valid point.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
So fix your shit. not that it has anything to do with me, but Natalie needs a boyfriend.
Oh my gosh. And if you like me, can you tell me that you like me? Because I'm an Aries, okay? So let me tell you something. Leigh and I are both really big into astrology and like energy, intuition, all of that stuff. And I have a girlfriend, Danielle, who she always makes fun of me because I flirt with everyone. Well, Aries are friendly people. So what comes across as flirting is just me being friendly.
It's just a fire sign.
That's it, right, which you are as well. Yeah. And so you're actually one of my perfect matches.
I know.
So for me, sometimes guys get confused and they think that I like them when I don't like them, because I am this way with everyone. So I try to go out of my way to make sure that if I like someone, like they know. Yeah. So that there's not a miscommunication. Yeah. But on the flip side, I also am totally blinded. Now, if any of my friends are listening to this right now and family, they know I am crazy when it comes to love. Like, I don't know if someone likes me and I miss all the signs. I'm like, really? He said that? Really? He was looking at me like that? And I miss all the signs. So if you like me, Can you just tell me if you like me?
Like, put it on a billboard, basically.
Put it on a billboard, whisper it in my ear, write me a little love note, like as Lay calls them. You can send me a little note in my phone. But, like, tell me so I'm not guessing.
Yeah.
That would
like
be
that
nice.
even with me, though.
Yeah.
You're like, you don't love me.
Right.
I'm like, that's not true.
But it's true, and I need to hear it.
Yeah, she needs the reassurance.
Yeah, because I don't know. I miss a lot of the signs.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I don't think you like me, another thing about Aries, I don't know if you're like this. So Aries are mirrors. So I mirror the energy. So if you are like warm and affectionate and bubbly and extroverted, you are going to get like love tenfold.
Yeah.
If you are more reserved, introverted, or cold, you can get Frosty the Snowman. Like, I mirror your energy. So people will have different versions of me in their head as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that goes without saying. I think everyone has, which is crazy how like you could be your own person and everyone has a different perception of you.
Totally.
But yeah, like I said before, if you don't like me, like you're dead to me. Like
no, I agree with that.
Like there's nothing there.
No. Also with dating too, when you say dead to me, once I break up with someone, it's like there's no going back.
Yeah.
Like I usually think like if we broke up for a reason, I say this now, and I'm never gonna say never.
Yeah.
Because like there was one ex who came back for me, and I never thought he was gonna come back, and he did, and my family all thought he was going to, and he did. Proved me wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm never gonna say never because some things work out better, I guess, down the road. But usually I do think that if like things didn't work out the first time, they're likely not gonna work out. Like when people try and like do it a second time.
Yeah, but don't you think people are capable of change?
100%. And I do think that timing is everything and circumstances can change. But I do think that usually the red flag that was in the beginning that you missed is the thing that broke you up, and it'll be the thing that comes up again.
That's fair.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm sure there's like a scenario that will prove me wrong, but I just think that's like the average of all relationships.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, so let's get into some spicier stuff then. What do you think about dating in your league? Do you think, I've got a friend, what up, Mac? She thinks everybody knows what their number is out of 10. Like she thinks you know if you're an 8, if you know you're a 7.
Okay.
So do you think people should date in their league? Do you think people know what their league is? Do you think that people intentionally don't date in their league?
I can see that people have not dated in their league on purpose.
Okay.
And I think that has to do with their own insecurities.
Like to dominate or to feel better about themselves?
To feel better about themselves.
Okay.
Well, it could be a dominance thing too.
I think men with younger women or women that maybe are not as intelligent or hold a certain position as them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's why sometimes you see a lot of, although the women are pretty smart, but a lot of men that are like sugar daddies. Yeah. Like stuff like that. They just want like a companion but like they just want someone and they don't really care. They actually do care like what type of woman they are. Submissive, like
yes, women.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like I mean, that's my biggest thing is that I am busy and I'm not always available and I can't always give men the attention that they want and need. Yeah. That's a big issue for me.
Yeah. So I think a lot of men look for someone that's going to stroke their ego.
Yes.
And I think that if you're in the same league, although this brings up a lot of toxic like relationship issues, I think that they want someone that is going to feel like they're better.
Right.
Like that person is better than I am, so I need to fight to keep them.
Yeah, I totally agree. And you know what's interesting about women? I think women, well, actually there's two different things here. I think there's women who either want their equal, so someone who either like earns the same kind of income, has the same education, holds the same kind of title or position, things like that, which I get because I actually would want someone my equal or better. Like I would love to be with someone who's superior to me that I could learn from. Yeah. But I also think we have a generation of women, now this is going to be controversial, where I think that they think they're better than they are. I said it. And they want all of these things, like I just said. They want a man that's good looking, status, job, money, car, house. But honey, what you bring into the table?
Well, that's exactly it.
What do you bring to the table? Because like these are the girls that don't own a house. They still maybe even live at home.
Yeah.
They don't have a ride. They're Ubering it. I don't even know.
Well, that's exactly it. They
can't pay their car notes.
And it's a whole, it's not, even if it's not a sugar daddy and you actually have like a relationship
right.
with this person, it's still the idea of that.
Right.
And I don't know if it's actually the side effect of the whole feminist movement.
Right.
But like, it's almost like, I don't want to do all this shit.
No.
I don't want to have to go to work. I don't want to have to do this. And which like I can relate to sometimes. Like sometimes I want to be a housewife.
Okay,
like,
but here's the thing though about you and I, which is different from this other kind of girl I'm talking about. Like this other group of women I'm talking about. Is that you and I are still homemakers from our generation. We're both European. So I am proud that I can throw down in the kitchen. And I keep a clean house. And I can pay my bills. And I can take care of my house and do things around the home. And I keep a good home. Because let me tell you something. It is the woman who makes the house a home.
Oh, for sure.
Especially for a man.
Yeah, 100%.
So these girls don't want to do any of that.
No,
they don't want to work. They don't want to work full time. They don't want to make their own bank. They don't want to pay for their shit. They don't know how to cook. They don't want to do groceries. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They don't want to do laundry. They just want to like fuck you. And it's probably half-ass fucking. Sorry, not sorry. And still want all this shit from these guys who have like all their stuff together. And it's like, what do you bring to the table though?
But do they have to bring anything to the table? That's their own thing, right? Like,
you think vagina is enough then for some guys?
To a man with a little, like a big ego and nothing else.
So if she's attractive, you mean?
Yeah.
Just like arm candy.
Exactly. So that's what I think. I think that there's been like kind of like a wave of women and like I don't know how to say it without sounding.
Just say it. Listen to what I talk about on here. I feel bad for her.
But I feel like a lot of them are like glorified escorts.
Yeah.
I really do, and they don't put the label on it. But if you're using a man for money, and all you have to do is sit there and look pretty, or lay there and look pretty.
But we also have an issue though with social media and the material world that we live in. Like these young girls, they want all of this couture stuff, and they want this lifestyle at a very young age, not realizing that they can't afford it themselves.
Yeah, and how are they going to get it?
And how are they going to get it? And I think that if a man is willing to provide that...
It's a literal epidemic.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think it does stem from social media and...
Oh, definitely.
And comparison, and it's terrible. Like
Absolutely.
It really is. Like, I see all these girls and I'm just like, how?
I know.
How are you traveling the world?